Hey everyone, it's a new school year. Let's dive in. To start off our new school year series, I was thinking about something I used to hear all the time. Begin like you mean to carry on. In other words, let's start this year with all the most important priorities in mind that you want for the year. And can I suggest to you that one of those priorities, first for you and then for your students, should be joy? Give me a minute with this. It might be that you aren't in a place where joy feels very important or maybe even possible right now. But take a minute with me and let's just consider what joy is for a second. Joy is a motivating force. What would it mean to you to have your students motivated to work hard, not just now, but for the whole year? Because here's the ugly truth. Most people don't continue to do things that they don't enjoy. And this is even more true of kids, younger or older. Heck, a person will work their butts off for hours on something that they find enjoyable. Just ask their parents how many hours they spend on video games. If you want to begin as you mean to carry on this year, you will need to let your students know. This year, we are going to work on all of you having way more fun this year. Now, before they run away with themselves on this, you'll need to define it. In this classroom, fun is extremely serious and important. I want you all to be amazing at music, your instrument or at your part this year. And in order to get all the work done that we need to get done, you are going to need to have way more fun than you have in the past. It's my job to make sure that you know how to have that much fun. At this point, you may be thinking to yourself, sure, but I have a lot of pressure from my admin this year. These kids will get too rowdy if I tell them that we're going to have fun. Or more likely, if I'm honest with myself, I don't really know how to have fun while I'm working. I didn't learn how to have fun playing my own instrument. That's what we're going to be getting into in these videos for the next few weeks. Because the truth is, when you can create patterns in your students and in yourself of the kind of joy that creates hard, diligent, quality work, your whole job becomes much easier. You won't need to worry about outcomes. They'll happen automatically because your students will work harder than you can imagine, harder than they can imagine. You won't have to stress about retention. You won't have to worry about parent engagement. They'll join your booster association because they'll see the results and the joy in their kids. For the next few weeks, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of how to create the habits of joyful hard work. Okay, but for now, here's your homework. Find a way to get by yourself for 30 minutes. That's probably all you'll need. Then either by walking or by journaling, think through all the objections you have to the idea of joy in your classroom. Think about all the things that make you think that joy isn't that important, and then think through where those ideas came from. Then think about the times you have experienced real joy that made you work hard. Do any of those recollections come from the practice room, from rehearsal times? If they do, then how can you copy those techniques in your classroom? If they didn't happen in a musical space, how can you rework those joyful work experiences to fit the work you do in your classroom? Okay, if you can, I would love to hear your thoughts, especially your objections. If you go to IAM.Academy/back to you, or go to our Facebook group, you'll find a place to share your thoughts with me. And hey, I might just answer them in a future video. In the meantime, I have another favor to ask you. As many of you know, I've been able to partner with the music education publisher GIA to launch the Making Musicians book again. It's going to be amazing. And now we're in talks about a new set of books. If you go to theiam.academy/book survey, you can let us know which books you'd be most interested to see produce. There's a list there. You can pick your favorites. Looking forward to next week. Have a great beginning or continuing beginning of the year. And remember, begin as you mean to go on.